Alright, so this is today's match of Titan versus NiP. And I watched it on stream, and I was kind of taken back by how poorly NiP did. NiP's going through kind of a hard time right now. Kind of everyone knows it. They had a few good runs, but overall they've been having a lot of problems. And what I saw NiP do, and the problems they were having throughout their T side, are exactly the things that I see and have experienced with teams that were having difficulty and were on their way out. And generally, what it comes down to is NiP really didn't do anything. There were no real strats being done. One of the rounds they won was a good round, but overall, there's people trying to make plays by themselves. There's people out of position, people trying to entry when they're not entry fragger. And timing was just way off, and none of them were really just playing aggressive when they need to play aggressive and holding W and trying to get in the sights. They're just playing scared and unconfident. So, just hop right in here with the first round, simple pistol round that they go through. Typical strat that I've done that I see teams do is they send 3 drop and they have one guy come out long B. Titan is set up with a very, very passive setup, and there's nothing really wrong with this round. I disagree with this part here. So they're just going to flash, they're going to come out drop, but they take it really slow. Like, you got to like burst out and try to make a play. And so Get Right comes out, but they're still walking. Like, they know, like Titan knows, like look where Titan is. Titan knows they're executing. You know, Scream and RBK are rotated, Shocks is just sitting there. And they're out drop, and Alu, who was waiting for the flank, I mean, he's still way back here, and Forrest is already out, and they're already pushing sight. So this is just a little late, like, Exist needs to get out there, but he dies, and besides not having the aggression here, there's really nothing too wrong with this round. Titan had a really good setup, they just played chicken coop, and they were able just to stop them, and not let them actually get in sight and plant. So we'll speed up here. Next eco round, Get Right has a scout. And I'm just going to kind of speed through this round. It's an eco round. Titan has all the SMGs. So Forrest is scouting out. Get Right trying to hit someone here so Freiberg can trade the kill. And really now it's an anti-eco, so I should point this out. It's an anti-eco, and NiP is completely spread out. They have one guy in A-Halls, Alu, and he's trying to work it by himself, which doesn't make much sense. I mean, usually the CTs hold A-Halls. He should be there to trade.
Down smoke.
And Alu's engaging before these guys can really even do anything at mid. And so, of course, Shocks is going to kill Alu. Shocks is going to push through, sees, okay, there's no one else here. And they're just going to fall back, 5v4. So, overall, spread out. They're going to try to contest this guy in A-Halls, but like, it's just going too slow. Not a lot of trade kills going on, but it's anti-eco, so I'm not too worried. We're going to speed through this round as well.
Incendiary throwing flashbang. Smoke. Flashbang.
That was fine, nothing to do there. Try and just get a pick on someone who's pushed up, and they ended up not being able to do that. Alright, so first real gun round here. Let's see how they set up and how this
Throwing smoke. Laying down smoke. I'm throwing a grenade. Throwing fire.
So Alu back here, just waiting for the A-Halls to someone forever, just making a lot of noise at mid. And then you got your guys here trying to make something happen. So Exist watching the push, Forrest trying entry. So you'll see here that Forrest throughout any of the rounds, he's going to be the one trying to entry. And you'll see why they kind of fell apart later on, and for some reason that changes. Get Right making noise at drop, so it's just a very simple default here. Nothing too fancy.
Smoke. Throwing smoke. Flashbang.
Alu and Freiberg still waiting, not letting them get any information, not letting them push. It looks like they're going to come back towards the B-bomb site.
Throwing grenade.
So that I don't quite understand. What Forrest was trying to do there, he was trying to pop flash so that he could jump down off the ledge, but like, why? I don't know why he's doing that when they have no information. They haven't really seen anyone. If Forrest were to jump out there, like, even if he got the kill, like, he probably would have just been instantly traded. And his teammates are, look how, they're pretty far behind. Like, look how far behind they are. They're not really with him. So that doesn't make much sense. So now they're all gathering up here, and they're going to hit it. I'm pretty sure they have, like, 3 guys go drop here. Yeah, and this is something NiP has been doing, is sending 3 guys drop, which I don't really get, because most teams, when you see them playing the major, if you've been watching the groups, they've been always running long B and force, which seems to work very well. So now they come out here, completely smoked out, but they're able to get that pick, and now they're just going to burst out. Freiburg's going to flash, and this, even still, it's too slow. Like, you gotta get out there, man. You gotta run. They're killing these people at long B. Like just try to run out here. Get right, watching the flank. Freiburg inside here. Just gets the trade. And then this tries to run up and jump into the site. Which, like, Alu is pushed up on balcony. He sees the whole site. He's not getting shot at by... Like, he's not getting shot at by chicken coop or anything, and he's visible from all these angles. And Exist had a full clip, so why is Exist trying to jump out of the way? Exist knows that there's going to be rotates, and Get Right is in drop, so there's only one place they can be in his connector. So if Exist had just kept his crosshair on there, he would have been fine. But now it leaves Alu in this 1v2 situation that should have never happened. Get Right missed a shot there. And Alu's going to try to get it. He misses his op shot here. Bam, misses, and he's fine. So basically, a fully loaded NiP just lost a round against an op in SMGs, basically, like 3 SMGs in an op, and Shox wasn't even there in the beginning. So I don't know why they did that. I don't know why they sent 3 out drop in that kind of situation. Like, it's 4th round. They might be saving some SMGs. Just go out long B. And then it slowly gets worse from here. I think they lose the first 8 rounds totally. So, okay, here, this is really peculiar. So, they're going to be able to buy next round because they're going to lose 5 rounds. So, 5 rounds earns what, $2,900 going into it. So, they're going to still be able to buy next round. Not a full utility buy, but they decided to buy up. You got Smoke and Flash on Exist, and they all have armor. So, everyone has armor here. Lack of head armor is just because... Elo probably wants to buy an op, and if you buy head armor, you want to be able to buy next round. So, what I don't get here, and this is exactly what I'm talking about, is they're going to come up mid in full force. So they're all rushing out mid right here. So, this goes down to a concept I've talked about another time. It's like, they're out. Like, get into the fucking site. Freiburg goes back. Why Freiburg? Why are you going back? Okay, they're blind, whatever. Get in the fucking site. Run up mid. Get in their face. And it just takes longer. Alu, look at Alu. Like, I understand they can flank, but, like, your team is... Look where your team is. Get in the fucking site. Rush the site. Flood them with those pistols. Pistols are so powerful, but they're not very powerful if you can't get in the site. And Alu just he just runs away. Let's just make that.
Throwing smoke.
So I think that NiP had a chance at that round. They kind of blew it when they went up mid 3/4 of the way, and then they just stopped. And, like, you gotta go, man. You gotta go. Get in the site. Hold W. Go, go, go. You know, just spread out. Because if you're running up mid here, you know, and you're just sprinting, and you happen to get a guy here, and then you get a guy coming up here, and you get a guy coming up over here, and there's a guy coming through here, and you're just everywhere. And usually they play 3B, so they're rotating, but like, you're gonna have a guy or two in sight, and they gotta look at all these angles. Like, they got look here and here and here and here and here. So just get in the sight. Just hold W. All right, that's just important. So going next round here. Okay, Alu has soft. Hooray! Freiburg still with 0 kills. I think he gets total 2 kills for his entire half. So they're setting up. Here's their default again. You got Freiburg and then Alu holding A-Halls. And Forest is this is what they've been doing. They've just been working it. Titan denies any early entry into floor B with the fires. Get Right just holding your drop push, because obviously you don't want to get flanked or anything. So they're just going to be making noise here, making a presence everywhere, spreading pushes. Smiths is able to get that pick there. And this should be, like, I feel like Forrest should be able to get the trade. Maybe it's too fast. But I believe Forrest runs up through this. Forrest gets the instant trade, and he just isn't able to get that kill. So I think that was a fine play by Forrest. Maybe if he hadn't followed up and tried to get the second pick, because Counter-Strike's all about trading, so of course there's going to be another CT in the site. They usually play 3v, so maybe that was just a miss on Ford's part. But then Get Right comes out. This is a bad play. That's a bad play. Like, Get Right, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Throwing
Like,
flashbang.
they just killed 2 guys at lower B. They smoked it out. They're expecting more people, but like all you did there by creeping out on your own is basically leave Alu and Freiberg on their own, and they were only like 10 feet behind you, dude. Like they're 10 feet behind you. Alu has this Molly's flash. Like, look at this. You got a Molly flash and the smoke. You have utility here. I don't even know what you had to get right. Like maybe you had something, but why are you just creeping through a smoke? Like that's a bad move. You're playing against Titan. All right, this isn't ECA open. All right. So now Freiberg's looking. Are they flanking? Are they flanking? And of course now they're just going to try and get a pick here. Alu's going to try to creep in, but they're look at Titan. They're just playing ultra passive. They're just going to play the retake here. Like they don't care.
Throwing fire.
Counter-terrorists win.
Yes.
So right there, you can see just Exists getting picked off. That's fine. It was a surprise op pick. Smith did a good job on that. Fine play. Forrest goes. He gets the trade kill, but then Forrest tries to fall up on it without any support. And that's kind of a 50-50 good-bad play. Like, if he had gotten that kill, probably would have taken B-side. They would have won the round. But unfortunately, he didn't get the kill. And so the Forrest side. But then you had Get Right come on here, and I don't know what he's doing. I don't know what Get Right was doing. That's a really bad play. And this, here's another play. Like, is Get Right on tilt or something? Like, look at Get Right. Did you just full buy a P90? Like, your team is saving, dog. What are you doing? You can't buy next round. You're going to have $3,400, but you're going to have $3,450 next round with a P90. Like, if you die. So that's like, your rest of your team is combined. You're going to buy a Galil, I guess. I don't know, how confident are you Get Right?
Smoke. Incendiary. Grenade out.
So now Titan with the double op setup. These
Incendiary
guys
out.
are fighting with Tech 9s. They have their utility. You know, they have full armor. They have a bunch of nades.
Incendiary
They're just
out.
going to ramp up. Looks like they're going to do a B take here.
Laying
Forrest
down
looks like he's going to
smoke.
smoke out towards Chicken Coop.
Throwing
See where that
grenade.
smoke. Yeah, smoke out Chicken Coop. And then they
Throwing
burst
smoke.
down drop. So Get Right. Got down drop here. He's going to be picked up by one-way smoke. And these guys are just going to come out and they're going to try to pull this out.
Flashbang.
But like,
Throwing
once again,
flashbang.
here is a misplay. Here's a big misplay. I just want to pause it. Okay, where am I? Okay. Well, can I get off this flash? I'll just use this. So this smoke right here, that was thrown down to allow Existence to come in and plant. But instead of Existence going in and planting, he runs away. He goes back into lower B, and now it's too late. Like, it's an eco round. The goal of the eco round is to get the bomb down. And at this point, you're not going to win the round. So that smoke went down. Just force the plant. Run into that smoke, force the plant, get the money for your team. But instead, he tries to fight and tries to win the round. And I'm not really sure. Like, so the bomb didn't go down. Their money, they can still buy. Get Right can't full buy. So Get Right's going to have the Galil here. Where's Get Right? Alright, Get Right's just going to buy another P90, of course. Which I guess isn't that bad. He's the one who usually plays drop, but obviously P90 outside of anywhere but drop is pretty useless. So right now you can just see the basic CS stuff. That's just not working. So now they're going back. They're just putting it all towards B. They're not making any... It's a gun round. They're not making any noise towards A. So instantly, like, they don't... Look, you got... All of Titan is at B. Because there's like, Shocks is sitting here, there's not a single noise here, so they don't need to at A right now. So they're going to come out, and where is it?
Incendiary.
They're doing their basic stuff, just throwing it, at long B, just making noise here, but now Titan knows, look, yep. Titan has 4 at B, and then they're just going to fall all the way back.
Laying down smoke.
And the issue here is, they just fell all, now they're falling all the way back, and now there's no more noise at B, which this is the first round that's ever happened, that there's no noise at B. So
Incendiary
Titan
out.
knows something's up. So you can see the rotates here. Here are Scream and RPK rotating towards A.
Deploying
Look, and
flashbang.
Existence is like,
Flashbang.
yeah, they're not here. So it's like that simple thing. Like every single round for 7 rounds in a row, or 5 rounds, and all the gun rounds, they've put a lot of pressure on long B. But this is the one round that they put pressure, and then now there's no more noise. Like they're not. So they're not here anymore. They must not be here anymore. And so Existence gets that information, and now everyone's rotating. Of course, Smith's just staring at drop just in case. But Now they're going to group up towards A. They move. You got to move fast now. Like, you've made your decision. Now you just made noise. They know you're here. Shocks just saw you. They made noise at mid, so they know, okay, not only does Existence know they're not at B, now they're mid. So we got to do something fast and try to get all these kills. But they don't. They don't. They're slow. Oh, he's walking. We're walking. And then we're railed. And now Lou gets the trade, but the round's over. Like, now you have Smiths, who was watching drop as round rotated. Like, I just don't understand that round. You left long B and then walked A, made noise, and continued walking. Like, A is a very hard site to take to begin with, let alone if you just gave all the information to the enemies. So there was no... Like, either go or don't. Don't just kind of walk around and work it. So now it's a pause out. NiP's like, okay, what the hell's happening? We're screwing up, and well, what can we do to win a round? Titan's not doing anything special. There's no big flanks going on. You know, they're not really pushing through A halls. They're not really doing anything to gain information. They're just playing basic CS, playing good basic CS. And NiP is just getting demolished. And Freiburg still has 0 kills. Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. So here, NiP is again on a save. They can full buy next round. They have the utility. They're going to head back towards B.
Grenade out.
So where's Alu? Alu and Get Right. They were watching just the fast flank.
Grenade
Titan
out.
hasn't yet. I don't think they will.
Incendiary.
So now they're just going to
Laying
group
down
up.
smoke.
Forest, yet again, entering at B. Pretty sure this Existence jumps up and Forest kills him and grabs the gun. So Forest creeps through the smoke, taps him, grabs the M4. Alu's still back here waiting for the push. They haven't pushed yet.
Incendiary out. Throwing fire.
So let's see how they do it.
Throwing smoke. Throwing a flashbang. Throwing flashbang. Flashbang.
A lot of aggro on drop. They're going to come down drop. Why did the bomb go down? See, the bomb should be going long B. Like, why would the bomb go to drop? Because even if you have 3 people drop, if you lose the bomb and drop, like, you've lost the round. Because now, if the bomb is here, and Thump's here, and you have these guys come out here, not only do they have to go to the bomb site, they have to come up, and now they have to get the bomb, and which can be watched by rotating CTs. And also, they can be CTs in the room itself. So I don't know why the bomb is going drop. You have to send that to the long guy. So here we go. This is fine teamwork. Now they're flooding the site. They're going to get out drop. They know where the last guy is. And they're going to... So for an eco round, surprisingly, they're not able to win any of the gun rounds. And then they do like the same thing on an eco round, and they end up winning. But I think that was just with... What was it? 2 Existence jumping up onto long B, Forrest getting him. Good pick by Forrest. Existence not expecting it. Smoke wasn't deep enough. He didn't know that. Forrest able to get that pick. There was no trade on him, and then they're just able to get that kill and drop right here, and then they're able to come out and take the site. So better teamwork, but certainly nothing particular. Maybe just a little luck there. So now NiP finally gets around on the board. I mean, look at the pick 'em predictions. It's 81-19 in favor of NiP. So no one thought Titan was going to win this, and they shouldn't. So now they're just doing the same thing, working with each other. And I'm pretty sure this is a round where things change a little bit. So here we go, Alu and Freiburg working A halls. This is fine. Freiburg flashing himself in, them going in together. And then Forest and Existence working on B. So this is a basic default. This is something you should typically see. Well, that's what and this is the first time I've really seen it done, is have a guy drop, put 2 towards long B, and then you can have 2 people work A halls and just work the map control. You know, push them back into the sites and don't let them get the information. So this is how rounds should be played. So now they just made a ton of presence at A halls and they're going to fall back. Unfortunately, Titan's going to respond to that by saying they stopped making noise, so flash me in here. Let's see where they went. And now they know, okay, they're not here anymore. So now they're going to go back. And you can see the rotates. They're all going back to B now. So that's just an information play by Titan. But once again, sending 3 drop. Why are you sending 3 drop? It really hasn't worked in the past. Okay, in this round's important. Where am I? Where's Get Right? So Scream can get him. Get Right. Force is gonna come in here. He gets that kill. Okay. They just had. Now they have all the information. I'm pretty sure Force is gonna turn around here, and he killed Smiths. So he may have just assumed. I don't know if they've seen Shox yet, because Shox also has an op. But I think Forrest just assumed that he killed the opera in sight. But this is what I don't get. So the bomb is up top drop, and I wish I could spec to it, but I can't. It's on top of drop right now. So they have to come and boost up to get the bomb. They know RPK is flanking, but they may not be sure where Shox is. But either way, Forrest gets that kill, jumps into drop, and Get Right responds by running out drop, I guess. Like, Forrest is running in to regroup, and Get Right just runs out. So Forrest couldn't help him, no matter what he did. He was reloading, he was running away. So now he leaves Forrest on the 2v1 with no hope of getting the bomb. So it's one thing to know where one guy is, but like they have to get the bomb. So like there's zero teamwork here. Absolutely zero teamwork here. That is a Get Right tilt play, and I'm not sure why Get Right did it. And Freiburg still has 0 kills. So Get Right just lost that round for them. For someone of such a high caliber player as him to make such a terrible play, I'm not quite sure. So let's continue on. So this is of course by NiP. Get Right with a Tech 9. Get Right has the most part, so okay. Fine P90s and Force Fine. So here's back to the basic play, but here's a mistake right here. Freiburg's going in alone. Alu's way back here. He flashes for Freiburg. And here we go. So they are able to group up, so that was fine. But now, what were they just doing here? I'm just going to rewind that round. Here's another misplay. Like, they're not doing strats, they're not really taking a bomb site. So this was Force and Exist. So Get Right's way back here. Get Right goes and gets the bomb. And Force and Exist are just going to, for some reason, execute onto the B bomb site by themselves. So Exist has a Galil, which sucks at range. So Exist is going to come out here, and for the first time ever, Exist is going to entry by himself. So if he got that kill, it would be great, and then Force jumps out with a flash, and he doesn't get the kill. So now look where Get Right is. Like, Get Right, he's way back here. He can't support him. Even still, he has a Tech 9. So they just jumped out. They tried to take a bomb site with 2 people. Look where Alu and Freiburg are. They're doing what they're supposed to be doing on the other side of the map and making the making the noise, giving CTs information that we just took A halls. And that's fine. And they got all the way through A halls. So now this area is under control by the Ts. But like Exist and Forest just threw that round away by jumping out. Like, because they weren't going to take that bomb site. What's Alu and Freiburg going to do? Look how long it's going to take them to be at all frickin' useful. And even if they try to flank or something, like, these guys are all the whole team's going to be rotated already. So it doesn't make sense to me that they do that. That's zero teamwork play. That's just like that's full tilt kind of deal. That wasn't even Get Right. So now they're just going to come out. 10-1. NiP not doing anything yet. NiP's money's completely broke because they lost a round. They went around and now they lost the money. So now they're just going to run around and try to aim battle them with pistols instead of trying to group up and do something aggressive. Freiburg in the middle of freaking nowhere. They're throwing away. Completely threw that round away. So now we're back. This is it's a gun round, but they don't have full utility, and they're full broke. Freiburg still has no kills, 3 assists. So, and here we go. Now you have this. For like, when did positions change? Why did positions change? Exist has never entered at long B yet. He did that 1 round with a Galil for some reason, but now Forrest is over here in mid. Like I'm not too sure what's. Like, why is Forrest over here? So Forrest is watching mid here. Exist is long B. And we're recording him. Freiburg is going to come up with Alu into A halls, no flashes, nothing, just going to head in. Forrest is going to jump through mid, so now they're going to try to take A halls control. Quirky round. Now you have 3 Titan players sitting behind this smoke. So they're really dedicated here to holding this back. So let's see how they're holding. So now this is good. This is good. Now you have Forrest, Freiberg, and got this. And they just run up and they're able to get all these trades. Now Lou isn't able to get shocks there. And it's like Forrest ran away. Forrest is probably going to take the bomb back to V when they start engaging. So now Forrest is going to come up. They know there's still a guy at long B, so there's going to keep rotating. And they're able to spot shocks out. Forrest is able to come up. So this round was fine. At first it was a little disoriented, but obviously you can see they just regrouped together. You know, they got information, they got the picks, and they just worked into the A-bomb site. So really the first real round that they actually looked like a team playing Cobble. Even though there's still some quirkiness to it. So here we go. The only round they won, the only gun round they've won on T side so far, and the other one being in Eco. And this round, the next round, go to Titan. So this one exists, just going balls out fast, trying to get the pick here. Elu and Freiberg doing the same thing, but unfortunately Existence is going to get picked off here, and that's not a terrible play. They fired it and focused it around. This has never come out with that. Forrester's going to keep the pressure on him, prevent him from getting behind the boxes here, while Elu and Freiberg find Freiberg at shocks. Yeah, Elu and Freiberg just kind of work their way up into here. So they're going to come back, grab the bomb, now they're going to shift back towards A. So because Forrest is still applying the pressure, they're still watching long B, and Forrest is able to drop down, drop. And unfortunately, he's going to get picked off by a guy watching the window. So now they should have all the information. They see that he's not there. There's 40 seconds left. So now they're going to take up towards the A-bomb site. So this is now the time when you need to go fast. If he just smoked out connector. So you got to burst in the site, man. There's no time for information. Now they're all rotating. It's a fast rotating Cobble, especially because you knew there's already a guy in connector. But unfortunately, they're not able to do it fast enough. Especially on a 3v5, you can't really take it slow. You just got to go. Last round, kind of a weak buy. There's gonna all coming towards B here. Forrest just jumps out. I missed Forrest there. Forrest just jumps out. He gets picked. Elu walks up behind him, dies, and the rest of his team isn't anywhere near. So, it's like at this point they're on full tilt. They just want to get it over with. And there's no way they can win that. They're just kind of gonna walk up on B and get, tapped off. Okay, so NiP ended up losing this half 13-2 on a map that is arguably T-sided in a lot of ways. And what it comes down to is NiP, one of the best teams in the world. They've been together for years. They've gotten second in how many majors? And like, this is a team that's already done everything. And they have the longest win streak in history. And yet they're still able to go into a major and just completely suck. Just completely throw away their first match in groups. Of course, they bring it back 11 rounds on CT side. Surprisingly, I haven't fully analyzed it. I'm not too worried about Titan's T side, because what's more important here is just NiP not really doing anything. Not really doing anything in particular. They didn't have any smoke executes. There was no real sense to their defaults. They didn't really play information. They didn't play the information properly. Their drop executes just really weren't working. They didn't do any heavy long B stuff. So I'm really get right going on tilt, buying like P90s and running out. It makes very little sense to me what NiP was doing there, but the reason they lost this was a pure lack of teamwork. And hopefully going into the rest of the tournament that this won't happen. Hopefully they'll be able to regroup themselves, come back. Even if NiP's dying, there's the thing called the power of a dying team. But like, they have strats for this map. I just wonder why they're not being called. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoy the rest of DreamHack.